What if I told you that it is actually really easy to make fake cake icing or even ice cream swirls using Nomad Sculpt? This is an example of some cake icing I made on this model. Here I made a strawberry matcha cake with a fake strawberry, a little waffle, and cute matcha icing. This tutorial is for complete beginners. There are different ways that you can make fake icing, but this is the way that I recommend for beginners if you're just starting with Nomad Sculpt and aren't really comfortable with all of the tools that they offer. If you are more advanced, you are more than welcome to watch and also leave some of your tips below in the comment section if you want to help other people out. And I also have a bunch of other beginner-friendly 3D design tutorials on my channel if you're a crafter trying to make your own 3D print designs, or if you're a small business owner who wants to invest in learning how to design your own 3D prints for your 3D printing small business. Let's just jump right into the tutorial. So you want to open a new project. By default, Nomad will have a sphere already uploaded. We're going to just use this sphere. You can start off with any other shape that they have. You add shapes up here and you click add. Keep in mind that when you're adding a shape, you have to validate them before you make any modifications to it. For instance, if I added a box, I have to click this green check mark to validate it before I use any of the tools that are in Nomad. The main tool that we're going to use for this icing is the move tool right here. This allows you to pinch these sides or drag them up. One of those, you can either use the move tool or the drag tool, and it's found on the right hand side of your toolbar. What's really important is to have your symmetry on. You know it's on if it's red on the upper left hand corner. If it's off, it'll be black and white. To adjust the settings for your symmetry, hold down the tab and this little window should pop up. You can play around with the settings here. We're going to turn on the symmetry for the X plane and the Z plane. You can also do it for the Y plane, but what that does is it mirrors the top and bottom half, but we only want the back and the front and the left and the right, so make sure X and Z are highlighted. For your icing, now you want to kind of shape it into an almond shape. I do that by pinching the top inwards like this, but I usually make my brush a bit bigger so it covers more surface area of my design. Then I just pinch it downwards like that, and it's a nice almond shape. I also like to move the bottom up to flatten it like that, and I turn my canvas to the side because as you can see, it looks a bit wide for me and I want it to have a pointy top, and I'll just pinch the outside inwards to create that pointy top. Turn it around and it should look something like this. It's already coming together. It already looks like a piped icing without any creases or ripples on them. If you want it to look smoother, you can use the smooth tool and just smoothen the sides. Also, up here, this will increase the radius of your brush and this will increase the intensity. So if you don't want to drag that much or move that much, lower the intensity and it will make a slight change instead of a drastic one if you were to increase the intensity all the way. I'm just going to make some fine adjustments to make the top a bit narrower, but you can move on and skip ahead if you don't want to do that. This is what it looks like. In all of my Nomad tutorials, I give the same suggestion that you should always be rotating your object and looking at your object or model from all different angles. That way you can see if there's any abnormalities or if you have to fix anything, because from the front it could look good, but then you turn it to the side and it might look a little wonky, or you look at the bottom and it's bumpy. Just keep on rotating your object and checking all of your angles, making sure that it looks nice and neat. And I constantly use the smooth tool right here just to smoothen my project and make it look a bit nicer. After you get this shape, or a shape somewhat like this, we're going to move on to the last part, which is to create the icing ripples on the outside. There are several different ways people do this. Some people make their own brush and use it to make the crease lines, but we're going to use a tool within Nomad called the crease tool, and that is found on the right hand side on the same window that we found our move and drag tool. It's right here. It says crease. On the left hand side, you'll see something that says invert. If it is off, it'll crease, so it'll make an indentation on your design, but if it is on, it will pinch it outwards. So it looks like that. You can kind of already see the vision. I still have my symmetry on, but if you want to turn it off, you can. That way, whatever you're doing only affects one side. So I'm going to show you a way you can do it with the symmetry on and a way you can do it with it off. So right now I have my symmetry off, and you can see that because the tool is not highlighted. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up. You can always start at the top if you want and go like that, but I just like working from the bottom to the top. I'm going to start at the front, and now I'm just going to go to the bottom and work my way up. See, I made it like a curved and not straight line. You can make it a straight line if you want, but I want mine to look like this. Turn it a little bit, make another one. This is how it looks without the symmetry on, and you can color it by clicking this little cube down here and dragging it. Let's make this a cute light pink icing. To achieve this shiny look, adjust the roughness. So when you put the roughness up, it'll make it more matte, but once you lower it, it looks more glossy, which is a bit more like an icing look. Now I'm going to show you how it looks if we use the symmetry tool. Alright, we are back at the beginning. We're going to turn on symmetry, and remember our X and Z planes are highlighted or turned on for the symmetry. Now I'm going to do the same thing. But for this one, I kind of like to go upwards and not in a C, because if you go in a C, it might overlap each other like that. So I just draw lines upwards, starting at one of the corners. Then we do another one upwards, straight up. This one as well. And this is how mine looks. You can always clean yours up, but as you can see, adding the creased lines really make it look more like an icing, whipped cream, or ice cream, whatever you're trying to make. And I'll make this one a purple color. Actually, let's go with yellow. I think this is cute. From here, you can play around with the tools. You can drag the top down if you want to make it flat like that. See? Or you can leave it that way. It's really up to you what you want to do with it. You can even make it wider using your gizmo tool. Remember, the gizmo tools for these circles, it'll either make it taller or wider, and the arrows will move it left to right or up and down. The middle circle will move it wherever you drag it. You can also rotate it if you want to. So you can rotate it to the right if you're trying to create icings that look like this, and then I'll drag the bottom up. This is how it looks if you turn it to the side. For anybody who wants to make something that looks like this. Like so. But that is how you make fake icing for your 3D prints. Again, you can use this for cakes. You can use it to make mock-ups. If you want to make ice cream, if you want to make whipped cream swirls. You can also add this to different dessert designs you make, such as waffles or cupcakes or sundaes. There's a whole bunch of different things that you can create using these fake icings, and I just think it makes things pop and it looks so cute. If you enjoyed today's tutorial, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the upcoming tutorials and small business tips and tricks. I love teaching you guys. Please also let me know what you want to see in future videos. I have a few that a lot of you guys already told me you wanted to see, and I'll have those uploaded soon, such as custom fidgets or custom pencil grips, things of that nature. Please do leave me a comment because I do read everybody's comments and I try my best to respond to everybody.